Good morning, beautiful lights. How are we this morning? What's happening? What's going on? Here we are, full moon in Aquarius. She's a big one. So you might feel a bit of a shake, rattle and roll, and that's okay. Just if it's being shook loose, just let it go. That's pretty much the theme, well, part of the theme. So let's just see what the message for today is, shall we? So using the Golden Art Nouveau deck today. It's a little smaller for my hands, which is excellent. So let's just see, what is the message for today? What is it we need to know? What is it we need to be aware of? What's coming into our awareness? And how do we best work with it? Okay. All right, we have the Lovers card. Right. So relationships might be in the spotlight for quite a few of you today. Things might be highlighted, brought up. You might be looking at things. You might decide you're going to work on that relationship, which I think is a really cool thing to do. And underneath, so the subconscious piece for this one is judgment. So judgment is about new, right? It's about being reborn, rebirth, the judgment that you cast upon yourself, the way that things are meant to be. So it's like kind of a karmic card. So relationships and the way you relate in relationships, potentially going to be in the spotlight today. That's what it seems to be. So the relationships are your intimate relationships, your family relationships, your business relationships, your work relationships, whatever relationship it is that gets brought to the surface for you to look at today. Then you want to see and feel into, is this still the right path for me? Are my values aligned with how this relationship is presenting itself? Like the relationship has its own values, right? So is it in alignment with you, right? And where you're headed. That's what I would say. And that comes from the subconscious piece. It's telling us that that's what's going on. And what it is that's coming to the surface is the relationship piece. So yeah, I hope that that makes sense for you. Now, they're both major cards. So major being a big deal or the bigger picture. So there may be something bigger about your relationships that is impacting like the rest of your life, you could say. Like, you know, maybe there's an area in this relationship that has you feeling incredibly high, and that gives you energy for all other areas in your life to shine as well, so then you know you'll be in the right space, right? But if the relationship is tired and worn out, and then maybe you're needing to look at that and do something about that, reinvent that, if you will, which is the judgment being rebirthed piece, right? Or maybe you're feeling that you're not quite safe in that. So it might be something you need to shake and let go. So I think it's interesting. So relationships in the spotlight. So who's who in your zoo is what I would say. You might find out today who's who in your zoo. And that's okay if you do, because we want to be on the right path moving forward and want to be with the right people and be value aligned, right? So this doesn't have to be some great big dramatic thing unless you make it that way. If it happens to be that way, it happens to be that way. But you just can have an adult conversation about it and, you know, hey, I don't think we're value aligned anymore. And it's as simple as that. Or, hey, you are the best thing that's ever happened to me. So, or this situation is the best thing that's ever happened to me. So whatever it is for you. But relationships and a bit of karma around, or a bit of rebirthing. That's what's about today. So brace yourself, be ready, have an incredible day, and I'll catch you folk next time. Big, big, big love.